According to Wrestling Incorporated, it's been reported that Bobby Roode and Eric Young, who had recently left TNA due to pay issues and said it was becoming stale. Like, I don't know the full story yet. I looked it up just recently when I heard about it. Like, they said, like, Eric Young said things weren't the way they're supposed to be. Bobby Roode left because there was a pay issue. Um, there was speculation and rumors going on that they would possibly be joining WWE, and they have commented that it's a distinct possibility of them. And according to Wrestling Incorporated, through Dave Meltzer reports, Dave Meltzer noted on Wrestling Observer Radio today that WWE has had contact with both men through an intermediary. Though apparently they were more interested in Eric Young than they were in Bobby Roode, but bringing Roode is a distinct possibility. They were more interested in Young, and from what I've gathered, they said that the reason why they were more interested in Eric Young is because they thought, oh, well, he could play any character he wants. He could be any character. Like he was back in TNA, a mentally challenged gimmick. Like he thought he was the real TNA World Champion when they had the belt, when Immortal was still around. He was part of the band with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash and Six Pack, also known as X Pac. He was also using a dummy thing. I'm trying to remember its name. A mannequin. He used a mannequin, a body mannequin, and carried it to the ring. I'm like, okay. Like, I get this mentally challenged gimmick. We've seen Eugene play that character, and there was a certain charm to it, but I just never connected with Eric Young doing that. And Bobby Roode, he was a two-time TNA World Champion and the longest reigning World Champion, which surprises me that it hasn't been broken at 256 days. Huh, they should really do that again. Maybe Drew Galileo, since he's the current World Champion. But moving on. Um, if they bring in Eric Young and Bobby Roode, they're most likely there's a chance they're going to start in NXT, do some NXT Dream matches, and then afterwards move to the main roster. And I see Eric Young possibly joining the Wyatt family, like he has the beard, in my opinion. Also, I forgot to mention they also did a Daniel Bryan ripoff, but that's a completely different story. That was reported years ago. Anyways, um, but Bobby Roode and Eric Young joining WWE is really big to me. Like I saw these guys back in TNA. Yes, a WWE guy who talks about WWE most of the time actually watches TNA. Most unorthodox. Oh man, seriously, it's just two wrestling companies. Like I get there's competition, but to say, oh, a WWE guy can watch TNA, oh, that's unheard of. A TNA guy watching WWE, that's unheard of. Like, didn't people like watch both WCW and WWE during the Monday Night Wars? There were Ryback said that he watched both of them, flipping the channels, having two TV boxes at the time. Seriously, it's just two wrestling companies. Like one can have a preference, one cannot, and there's also one can watch both. So there's not word yet if WWE's in talks with the two wrestlers for a possible contract. They were just contacted, like they haven't had any talks yet. But since they're interested in Eric Young, I can see him joining the Wyatt family, and also Bobby Roode. Like I kind of miss Bobby Roode with the long hair. I just didn't like it when he had short hair, like Triple H's. I just liked him having long hair. I just liked it like that. He certainly looked like the arrogant heel who would grow his hair out. So that happened. But Bobby Roode and Eric Young going to WWE, I like it. Like WWE's recently been stealing talent pretty much from different promotions. Like they took in New Japan Pro Wrestling's Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows, and AJ Styles. Like it's all but confirmed that Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson is going to WWE. And they have now, and they're most likely going to take Bobby Roode and Eric Young. So WWE's been on a roll with talent taking, and I'm pretty sure Triple H is the guy that pushed for it because Vince McMahon is very stupid when it comes to business nowadays. I like he can still go at it, but he's mostly making more mistakes than positive changes. here. But okay, I forget that. Like, but I see. Oh, and Nakamura. They also got Nakamura. He's going to be appearing at NXT Dallas, which I will be covering soon when it happens on Friday. So I can't wait for that. Well, everyone, this was Near Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more.